Hey guys, my name's Ciri and welcome back to the 100% playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We need to find a boat headed to Skellige, but that is not what we are doing today. We are continuing with the main quest in Novigrad, which is Broken Flowers. We need to find Dandelion, and apparently he inherited a brothel. So, let's grab this boat, sail across the Pontar. I do hope this still is the Pontar, but I think it is. And once on the other side, we'll just call Roach and ride into Novigrad. Let's leave it over here. Roach? Roach.
That's it, Roach.
Exactly. And we can comfortably ride through here, knowing that we dealt with most of these question marks. Let's cut the corner over here. That's a known wraith I'm casually going to ignore for I think the second time now. Well, she didn't want to ignore us by the looks of it. You can't do that here. Oh yeah, we can't gallop. Gate of the Hierarch. I do think that's almost here, yeah.
And all the easy to find
Witch hunters.
Another drifter in from Tibet. I'll never come back, you stinking scadges.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get!
Yes, get.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth.
Ah, Zoltan.
Geralt in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Okay.
Now!
Level 5s. Easy going.
Reminds me of a piece of yours. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
There we go.
Another drubbing. We'll plough in fruit.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Rather not worry you. I'm looking for Ciri. Well, Zoltan just so happens to be one of our best friends, among many others, so I do think he has the right to know about Ciri.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where is Dandelion?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Search the ground floor for clues.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters. This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Okay, what else can we find? A letter from Beaumil the Rab. Dear Viscount, once more I would like to convey my thanks for agreeing to grace my son's wedding ceremony with your song. Your presence warmed our hearts, and the sweet notes with which you serenaded us so touched my wife's mother, the Baroness Duvelet, called in some circles a cold and heartless bitch, that tears of tender emotion appeared in her eyes. Beaumil de Rab. Label? Something on the wall.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
Okay. Okay, here's our stash. We can finally stash this away and this. And nothing else, I believe. Oop, there's something on the wall over here as well.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honours. And the feast afterwards, to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught a swine to yodel, and I... another time.
Oh, we can interact with the image as well. Picture, rather.
Nose is too small.
Aye, and the sword's too big. By the by, is that how it's done? Killing a wyvern?
Technique's not quite right, but you gotta admit he's doing it with gusto.
Oh my god. Okay, we have something else. Letter from a female admirer. The trust of your hypnotic gaze left my visage red and hot. The whole world suddenly set to spinning in a whirlwind of oblivion, and I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar, the music, the singing, you. For that one brief moment I felt as if I were the lute you so skillfully strummed, and wanted nothing more than for you to put your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords. Whoa! Okay. So this is something of a big importance, but I will go upstairs and loot over here as well. Because there's always more loot. I can't jump. Can I loot it like this? Yes, I can. There's a couple of rooms here. And I'll take everything, especially if it's food. Even though I do have the, I think, Moon and Stars bird that allows me to regenerate passively. It's always in the heat of combat that I spam food to get healed up faster rather than use potions. Oh, more stuff, more food. And just a bit more over here. Nothing over here. I think it's one more floor up. Can I move? Oh, it's locked anyway. Yep. Okay, let's go down to this book over here.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
That's rich Dandelion and planning starting to look like a man serious about his business. Well, Dandelion's not really known for this, so...
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not interested in his romantic outings, that could help. I mean, if he's been meeting women, even if it was on a romantic base, they still could know something though. So that could help.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Okay, read Dandelion's planner. We will definitely do that. Dandelion's planner. Rosa var atre, like a rose embashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. A charming garden-enclosed villa in Gildorf. Molly. Though well she knows the touch of silk and lace, she shuns no straw when gripped in lust's embrace. Gildorf villa next to the morgue. Vespula, though timid in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asks, ever had a Big Dipper? Far corners, laundry near the mouth of the Pontar. Marabella, though her cries are divine when behind closed doors, standing on stage, her squawks are drowned by snores. The bits near Pauper's Square. Ellie Hall, a figure most rare, her nature jewel. Look deeper in her eyes or be made a fool. Tailor's shop across from the tannery. Okay. Talk to Vespula, talk to Eli Hall, Marabella, Zoltan, Molly. What can we do with...
Still here? Looking for something?
Zoltan, though.
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Okay, we can ask about all 5 girls. So let's go ahead and do them one at a time.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly, keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives.
What about Marabella?
If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella. Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins into her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Okay, what about Vespula?
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Rosa Var Atre.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs, what Rosa Var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Varatra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. I mean, instructor.
Okay, and finally Elihal.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Okay, that's all we wanted to know.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Okay, talk to Vespula. Looks like she is the first one on the list, probably right outside.
Devil's spawn.
Oh yeah. Here she is this it? Laundry, yes. Okay, let's see what Vespula's up to.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, Greyhead, not your concern.
I'll pay what she owes. Vespula's got new protection. Get out of here. This means trashing. We can't necessarily vouch to protect her at all times, but we can definitely pay the 200 crowns.
Take this coin and leave.
That ain't how it works. Vespula's to pay or be taught a lesson.
Already given her a verbal reprimand. Now go, before I teach you a lesson.
Come on. Gold's gold.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Geralt, right?
Actually, Dandelion's why I'm here. I took Dandelion out whoring. Yeah, Dandelion's known to kind of exaggerate stories about him and Geralt and their adventures. But yeah, we are here for Dandelion.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Okay, so Vespula takes her relationships very seriously. Who was he with in Harbourside? Dandelion asked you about other washerwomen. It sounds kind of suspicious.
Dandelion asked you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Okay, but who was he with in Harbourside?
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely.
Oh my god.
Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Well, thanks and good luck.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Okay, that's it for Vespula. Level 15. Let's spend these points as we go, and we can add precise blows as this. This is alternate, right? Or is this alternate? I think this might be. Well, we'll find out. And then Elihal
It's not safe to
is...
go out in the streets anymore.
Oh, here. Okay, let's jump across.
One glance tells me all I need to know.
Welcome, do come in.
That's a guy, though.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's.
Okay.
Looking for Elihal.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elihal?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elihal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Ah, so it's that. Wait here.
And now the poem makes
Any
sense
better?
as well.
So you're...
Elihal.
Did you and Dandelion... how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Okay, that explains maybe a couple of things as well. So what happened then?
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
That's really impressive. So basically, Elihal is doing cosplaying, or cross-dressing. I don't know how to even call it. But maybe we'll find out if we ask, why do you dress that way?
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
Okay, it does explain a lot, and that's really impressive how to make your own business into basically have your dream come true at the same time. Okay, when did you last see Dandelion?
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Okay, and what did you and Dandelion talk about?
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
We do, and we also found out that Dandelion had some business with Kalkstein, and I can only imagine that Kalkstein is, I would dare say, an alchemist or a mage, considering witch hunters grabbed him and made an example of him at the Hierarch Square.
Double chase.
Marabella is next on our
Droppings in this break. Droppings, my eye.
list.
You know how to disembowel.
For a I don't know why I thought this was a bear for a moment. Oh.
What happened, kid?
They...
Hey, wait.
Was this a
The Grey Git.
trap? Yes, it was.
Grab him.
I don't think so, boys. Did that just... In fact, one of them came flying and landed here. I am really impressed with Geralt's power. That's really something else. Okay, where do we have to go though? That's what I want to know. Over here. There's an innkeep, okay.
Greetings.
Marabella's School for Tots. Okay, so she's a teacher. She's teaching kids for free.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Okay, we'll wait.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come
You're
after.
grey like my grandma.
Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit?
It hurt him much.
Will he die?
Don't die from rats, stupid.
Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar. That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Wonder if the rat catcher will get well.
Mum?
Like as not.
Where are ya?
How do you know? Mum says that if he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the grave. This one's got a fear.
Okay, looks like we can talk to Marabella now. Since the kids are away, so let's do that.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe. No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Hey, he wrote a poem about you.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelion's? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! A snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry.
I'm kind of flabbergasted by that poem as well. Okay, did you see him later after that fungi guide?
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Okay, well that's all we can
Thanks
find
for
out.
your help. Farewell.
From Marabella. And we still have Molly and Rosa Var Outre to talk to. And we have Molly first on the list.
Oh, no.
So we might as well go to her. Oh, and we're here. Okay, that's another way to come up to Gildorf. And Rosa seems to be over there somewhere. But before we walk into what looks to be the Lavalette house, I'll also move away from the noises and wrap this episode up here. So thank you so much for watching and joining Geralt and I on his adventures. Next time we are talking to Molly and to Rosa Var Outre in hopes to find out more about Dandelion. In case you like this video, why don't you drop a like, maybe even comment down in the comment section below, or even subscribe if you like this episode or generally the content I put out on my channel. It takes just a couple of seconds and it means the world to me. Also, if you want to follow me on my socials, they are listed in the description down below as per usual. And that's it from me for this episode. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!